a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia, as we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They lose 3 in that place, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Makes the catch downfield. You bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. What a catching run by the junior.
Man, this defense has got to do a better job. It's one thing to give up a completion, but all those yards after the completion are what can really hurt you as a defense.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's a bunt. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice easy throw. Look at this. Ends up being a huge play.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
What a great route here by this tight end on third down, and the quarterback does a smart thing by looking for the big fella. Who's your best friend on third down? Of course, the tight end, and now we...
Rolls all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this run? The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he can't hold on right into his hands, and he dropped it.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
For the sack on first down, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. The receiver makes the catch. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Here's the target, and it's complete. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the single back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And here's the handoff. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And the Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. The pocket breaking down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Gators will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And this one is caught. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's a bunt. In the clear at the 25. That's a solid gain to move the sticks as the 1st quarter clock winds down. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period.
7, Texas, 0.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They finally corral him at the 1. A solid 1st down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here? And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of a play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Looking right, this one caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
It's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
Here he goes. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles.
No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Florida. Now the all-important extra point. Yeah, the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
0.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for him on 4th down and got stopped. And the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Give it to the back again. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back.
The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short in the 1st down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. It's the 2-minute timeout, and we've got a blowout developing here. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. The Gators will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert. Look out, room to run here. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
But these are the kind of situations you practice every week. You got to be able to get a yard. And the offensive line was able to give them just enough push to convert here on the ground. Clearly, they've done this drill before countless times, and it's
end zone ahead. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. That's a nice game. He moved the football up to the 27.
That's a big 1st down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris. Because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Turns it loose downfield. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down, looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And the Gators are in the red zone now.
Okay, ready? Flag.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Defense is coming after him. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. Trying to connect from 41 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That's just a minor blip there in what's been a thoroughly one-sided dominance. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Kick this away to get the second half going.
Texas.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First play of the second half is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now. Everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On the play.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, I just wonder how many times can this defense keep making plays to keep this team in this football game. They're just not getting a lot of help from their own offense. A nice job again stepping up on this 3rd down. Interesting call here on 4th down to see if they'll get a chance to make another play to give their own offense good field position.
Punt team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Off the 52-yard miss, the offense will take over at their 35. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Powers through. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
It's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Movement here from the tight end. He hands it off from the gun. The Gators looking to keep this drive moving.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Here's a jet sweep. Strong defensive effort. They've got him behind the line. He'll lose 5 yards.
Really good call here to go with the jet sweep, but you've got to get north and south. Once the defense is out of position, the quicker you can get vertical, the better chance you can find yardage for that 1st down.
Defense swarms him on that 1st down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks into open space. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Ball handed off. Breaks in open space. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Takes the handoff again. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Hand it off. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. Can they bounce back here?
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? It's a shotgun run call. Fights through the tackle. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Runs through the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Looking to pass this time. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
And he get there on the ground. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, that run didn't go anywhere here on 3rd down. It'll bring up 4th down. And right now, late in the game, they've got to go for this. They've got to call their best 4th and short play and hope to keep the sticks moving.
The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a fake. The outman has it. And the trickery is rewarded. Good execution. It's a first down.
Hey, I understand going for it. I do. But, boy, that was a risk. When you're that close, why the fake punt? The runner had to go a couple yards just to get back to the line of scrimmage, whereas if you just line up and run it, you're a lot closer to the line to gain.